Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am on the constant hunt for a good tortilla over here in Bangkok. So I made my own. Not bad. Maybe a little bit more salt in there next time. I'm trying to take it easy on the salt, but you need flavor. Actually, bacon grease is probably the best oil to use when making these tortillas. I didn't have any bacon grease. I went with this Thai shortening. This stuff. Yeah, it came out pretty good. So those tortillas came out pretty nice. I get a little fired up checking out all the different YouTube videos. I ran over last night to the Japanese market over in Prom, Fuji, and I picked up a loaf tray. So I'm gonna try my hand at baking some bread, just goofing off. I did order a tortilla press from Lazada. It's kind of like the Amazon, Lazada, and Shopee, and it should be here today, one day later, or maybe it's the second day. I ordered it late at night, so we'll see how that goes. And I got myself a cheapy Chinese cast iron skillet, but it was $10. There are large skillets and higher end cast iron. I saw a lodge at the Via Market, and that silly skillet, I'm sure it's 25 bucks at Walmart, is 125 US here. I wouldn't recommend hauling a bunch of cast iron halfway across the world, but yeah, you're gonna pay top dollar. So we'll see how this Chinese skillet works out for me. Should be fine. I did run over to the M-Sphere. I'm gonna head up to IKEA. I need a dough cutter and a cooling rack. So let's see what they have up there. I had a good time meeting some subscribers at O'Shea's yesterday. I don't know, maybe we're gonna have to do a little organized afternoon happy hour thing. They're getting more and more popular. There were 10 people, 11 people coming and going, and it's kind of good networking. People are hanging out, exchanging lines, and helping each other through the simple stuff on immigration, or, you know, at least giving our opinions on what happened with us with leases and that kind of thing. So yeah, if you're coming into town, shoot me a comment. I'll let you know when the next get-together is, or maybe we'll make one. Meet up for a beer and you know, just help each other a little bit. One of the main reasons we had this get-together was my buddy Mark, who I met on one of his previous trips, came into town and graciously hauled 2 big packs. It was like 500 dryer sheets. I think I mentioned to him that I like to use the dryer over here once in a while, just kind of fluff up the clothes, and dryer sheets are, if you can find them over here. I found them at the Via Market, maybe a 20 pack for like $10. So he brought me a 500 pack, probably a lifetime supply of dryer sheets for me, but I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mark. Hope to see you back on your next trip. I have a pretty nice selection of live plants here at IKEA. I've got some good stuff. Yeah, I'm not looking for any plants today, but if you want to add a little color, I got 4 of these, and they're huge now, doing that. I don't know if they're creeping Charlies or whatever, but they're growing nice and long. I wish I could put a couple of hooks up in the ceiling, but it's not my condo, and I don't really want to make a request for that. They have a pretty nice selection of baking and cooking items in here, and they seem to be about the same price as IKEA in the US. So I'm going to pick up some things and get my salt and sugar organized. Cook up a few items that are a little harder to find over here. I've been watching the cowboy, I think it's Kent Rollins channel. Check him out. Little cowboy cooking, makes things nice and simple. 4 ingredient breads, that kind of thing. Figured I'd give it a try. So I have loaded up pretty good. I've got some flour containers. I have a container for my bread for storage, a little oven glass container. Yeah, the only problem is carrying it home. It's times like this, that's not a huge load, but I do have, I don't know if it's a little under a mile walk home. I could jump on the back of a motorbike. I'm not going to get a taxi in Bangkok afternoon traffic, so I'll probably just carry it on my shoulder. I did also want to stop by the grocery store and get some vinegar and some different things for some pickles. So again, we'll see how heavy this load is. And there's always something going on at this mall. They're having some kind of AMD sim racing on the computers. They brought out some nice cars. That's a pretty official setup. Some models hanging out. Energy drinks. This is going to be popular tonight. Yeah, this is not going to be enjoyable. I ended up loading up with probably 100 pounds on my back and in the bag here of heavy things of sugar and flour and big old bottles of vinegar for my pickles, and it's bumper to bumper traffic. So I have a decision to make. Either hump it out, maybe take a couple of breaks, it's not going to be any fun, or wait for a car. It'll probably take 15 minutes to get here. And then from here, the 1 mile home, 25 minutes if we're lucky. So I think I'm just gonna head off on foot, take my chances. It's a little too heavy. I'll probably drop it trying to balance it on a motorbike. So I don't even think I'm gonna try. All right, so I got it done. All that gear on my back and in this IKEA backpack. And of course, a 125 showed up, the smallest motorbike. I was hoping for like a 175. There's plenty of room to get 2 people on that bike. This thing, I had a big driver, that big huge bag, and those shock absorbers were just down to 0, but we got it done. Better than walking with that 50-pound load. So my tortilla press showed up, and this is the lightest cast iron skillet I've ever felt. So this might have been a mistake, but I think it was like an $8 skillet. Yeah, so let's see what Lazada delivered here. It was 2 days, and I don't remember. I think I paid 60 baht delivery for one, and the other one was free delivery. Something like that. It wasn't a ton of money, so I'm happy with how it was delivered right on time, and they are stored down in the condo office, and I kind of forgot about them, and I just went down now at 7:45. And the security guard's normally kicking back in the office till about midnight. And there were a couple other people picking up some packages, so I asked him to grab mine. Not a problem. Pretty good system. And the skillet's actually not bad. I think it's, I forget. 16 inches? I don't know. Here's my hand. But it's kind of rough. There's no markings on it or anything. It's no large skillet weight-wise, but it's thicker than I thought, and it's definitely going to be fine for just browning up some tortillas. It said it's pre-seasoned, but I don't know. It's still kind of dry, so I'm going to heat it up and oil it and do a little more seasoning before I use it. Let's take a look at this tortilla press, which I'll be using with wax paper or parchment paper. Yeah, and it's fine. I did get the bigger one. I think it's 8-inch. There was a 6-inch and an 8-inch. I wanted like a 12-inch tortilla press, but this is really no different than the tortilla presses I've had over the years. Come from Mexico. Oh, I'm sure. What's that fancy cooking store will sell you one for $80, but all the tortilla presses I've ever had came from Tijuana, and they were $2 or $3 down there, and I think I paid $6 for this, $5. I don't remember. I think it was 230 baht. And my cast iron skillet, I'm not sure, how it's going to work out, but it's just a piece of cast iron, so it's not rocket science. It was less than 10 US dollars. Hey, so I tell you what, I just seasoned it up and fried a couple of eggs in there. Came out perfect. This is my little electric induction cooker. There's a couple of electric hot plates underneath, but I'm just using this portable, and I take it outside to the on top of the washing machine when I'm cooking up something. I don't want to stink up the whole house. But yeah, that was the best $8 skillet I've ever bought. And it's almost impossible to find a Western oven. I've never seen one in maybe 15 condos, but this is a little bit, it's oversized. It's, more than a toaster oven, but I just bake some bread in there, no problem. So that worked out pretty good. I probably have a 2 months worth of pickles here. I don't think they're going to last that long. Reading online, one guy said these are really only good for a couple of weeks in the refrigerator. I don't know, but at least I learned how to make them. I made some sweet ones, I guess the bread and butter type with sugar, and the sour ones on the right. I think next time I'll put some chilies in there. I put plenty of garlic. Yeah, they came out fine. So thank you so much for following along. There'll be more looks around Bangkok. We'll see you later.